Oklahoma City Thunder guard Alex Caruso won a title with the Lakers and, of course, won one with OKC. Stopped by yesterday to the show, and I asked him if he ever walks around casually with his headband on.
No, and a couple of people yesterday were disappointed I didn't wear it, and I told them that's just an in-season thing.
It's almost like they need that to recognize you.
You'd be surprised. There's a couple of times I'll go out and, like, I'll walk through public and I'll do stuff, and, like, people have to, like, hit the double take real quick. And I didn't recognize you without the headband. I'm like, yeah, well, I'll just live with the headband on. I can't go to HEB with a headband.
How has life changed? You've won a title before, but winning a title in LA in the bubble, but winning a title in OKC, the difference in reaction of fans.
Yeah, I think honestly the reaction of fans was pretty similar. Somebody asked me this question the other day, and I tried to explain, because that's the thing. Everyone always tries to, like, pit the two against each other for me. They try to, like, say which one was harder, which one was better, like, you enjoyed more. And I was like, first of all, it's a championship. Like, it's the peak, so, like, they're both the best. But it was, like, a different set of circumstances and challenges with each one. And the only thing that I am maybe not regret, but, like, I wish we could have experienced was the parade in LA. Because the parade in OKC was unbelievable. The city, the fans, all that stuff. Like, how many people were out there at every single stop. I know LA would have been like that. Maybe even a tiny bit more, just because LA is a little crazy.
You're a little more experienced than most of the guys on your roster, so I don't know. You're like the guy who the kids hang out the liquor store and the grown-up
ask
walks
him
in.
to buy him beer.
Yeah. You got guys who didn't know how to open champagne.
Yeah, no, it was a bad first experience. We did have a joke. We were like, all right, that's fine. We just have to go win it again, so we'll be better round two, player B, something like that.
If somebody didn't watch you guys play, how would you describe Oklahoma City's style?
Oklahoma City style is aggressive, fast-paced, unselfish, sacrificial. Like, we do all the things that great teams do. All those things that winning teams do.
And you got to buy into defense.
Yeah, you got to guard to win championships.
But that's hard to convince. Everybody wants to be a star. Everybody wants their touches.
Get paid.
Yes.
Yep.
And guys don't necessarily get paid playing good defense.
Well,
I mean,
some people do.
You can.
Some people do.
Yeah. But
we're going to tip of the cap. Some people do.
Yeah, tip of the cap to you. But you had to make a conscious decision.
Yeah, the team.
This is what I do. This is who we can be if we want to be this. And you're trying to convince kids to do that.
Yeah, I mean, the credit for that goes to Mark and Sam and the organization, because that's been a focal point for us, at least for the year, from the moment I stepped in the door this last year was, if we want to achieve greatness and get to the end, we have to do it together, and it has to be playing for each other and playing defense. Like, that has to be what it is. And from that, I think there's enough examples throughout the history of basketball and throughout the league. If you win, everybody gets paid. Like, even that team in 2020 that won the chip with us for the Lakers, like, a couple guys didn't get brought back, but, like, they got paid other ways. Like, Rondo was like almost out the door, for 3-4 years in the league, and then comes and plays great for us, signs like a 3-year, $30 million deal on the end of his career. KCP got paid again. Danny Green found a couple more contracts after that. JaVale found, like, everybody on a championship team gets an opportunity and gets paid. And I think just convincing the team that was how it was going to be was it was unique too, just to be able to, like you said, with such young guys that all have big aspirations and big goals and ambitions for the league. Really impressive, obviously.
He's Alex Caruso, the champion Oklahoma City Thunder. So explain to me Oklahoma City Blues, South Bay Lakers, and then, like, at what point do you go, it's clicking, or they're recognizing that it's clicking, that now you're going to play in the NBA?
Yeah, I think I tell people this a lot. There was a time at the end of my first year on two-way with the Lakers where it's one of those things where we're not going to make the playoffs, so they're playing all the young guys, two-way guys. And I have a couple of really good games. Like, I have maybe 1 or 2 double-doubles, starting point guard. Like, I'm getting double-digit points, 6, 7, 8 assists, guarding well. And I'm like, oh, this is it. Like, I'm I'm an NBA player. Like, this is where I'm supposed to be. And in my mind, not knowing the business of basketball, I was like, all right, they're going to convert this two-way contract to a standard contract. I'm not going to be on two-way next year. That's not how it works. It's cheap labor. If you got somebody under contract, you keep it there. You don't spend more money than you have to. So then that next year, same thing. Went through the year, played at the end of the year on two-way. Had a talk with my agent afterwards. I was like, I'm playing good. Like, I'm surely, like, I'm not going to two. He's like, no, you're good. Like, you're going to get a standard NBA contract. And I asked him, I was like, am I going to have to play Summer League again? And he said, oh, no. He said, we're good on that. So from that point on, I was like, all right, we got a spot in the league. Now it's time to, like, keep progressing.
What's it like to guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
Difficult. Very difficult. Thankfully, I didn't have to this year.
Anybody compare to him?
Yeah, he's a pretty unique guy. I think some of how James Harden was his MVP years. Obviously he's not shooting threes like James, and I think a lot of that helped him kind of get downhill. But like his ability to just get by people and then the length he has to finish and shoot in the mid range, a little bit like James in his MVP years. But I mean, even then he works off the body like Kyrie really well too. Like he has a little bit of like mid range Kyrie package and then finishing left right. That reminds me a lot of those two guys.
And those guys invite contact.
Have to,
like
yeah.
Luka, like I'm going to use the contact to my advantage.
Yeah.
And people don't realize how big these guys, like thick these guys are.
Athletes, yeah.
Yeah.
Pro athletes.
Who kept you up at night? Like if you go.
Oh, there's plenty of guys. I mean.
But is there one or two where you go, God, this is going to be a long night?
Shai was like that. Shai was one of those. It's usually the high volume guys. Like the Lukas, the Shais, the Devin Bookers, Steph.
But they're going to score, but how does that not affect you where you get a little down?
Yeah, no, you have to have amnesia a little bit. Like, you have to know as the best, you're going to guard the best player. Like, they're going to get their average if you do their job. If you do your job correctly through the night, they're going to get 1 to 2 points below their average to their average. And if you don't, they'll have 40 or 50 or 60. And then you're on SportsCenter every highlight for the rest of the year. So it honestly, for me, it was like, it's a lot of pride and it's a lot of almost like, not anxiety, but like there's no safety net. Like you have to be sharp. You have to be on your game, or else you're going to get embarrassed. And getting embarrassed isn't fun in front of 18,000 people.
Okay, Steph is bringing the ball up.
I'm already guarding him. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not waiting for him. You can't wait for him.
You go to get him.
Yeah, because if you wait for him, now he's coming with pace. He's going to throw it to Draymond and run, and you're late.
But you've got to run with him.
Yeah.
Right. He's constant.
That's the biggest thing that people talk about that I don't know if regular NBA fans understand is like scouting report on him is he's most dangerous when he gives the ball up. Because even when he comes down, he gives the ball up. Like now, all of a sudden, they're going to movement. Him and Draymond are so connected. Like he knows exactly where to go, how to make the reads. And as a defender, I always think that people set illegal screens, and they got away with they get away with a couple.
Draymond's been known to do that.
Yeah,
right?
but that's the NBA. Hard on our team. Hartenstein sets some pretty good ones too.
But how's guarding LeBron?
Yeah, that's different too, because he just tries to post me up, because he's 6'8", 260 pounds, and that's like 70 pounds lighter than or heavier than I am. He's also, I didn't get to guard him when he was like, freak LeBron. Like he's obviously like he's on year 20 something now. Like
yeah.
He is a more refined game. Still can like go up and play above the rim, but I've noticed that with me, he goes to the post game
right away.
Yeah, because he's not moving laterally quick enough and downhill quick enough for how I like to guard, because I'm going to climb up into the ball a little bit. But once he gets to the post, it's a challenge.
Anybody you meet here in Tahoe that you were looking forward to?
I met Colin Jost in the gym this morning. That was fun.
All right.
I got to meet some of the other guys.
He's kind of jacked a little bit.
Yeah, I mean for a regular human being, yeah. For a normal I won't say non-athletics. He's playing golf, but a guy that's not a professional athlete.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
Who do you think benches more, you or him?
Probably him.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't bench a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That's not my specialty. That's not what I get paid to do.
Congrats. Another championship there, and you found a home.
Try and run it back again next year.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, guys.
That's Alex Caruso. and he has some swag. I mean, like he comes in, he's confident, and he's won 2 titles.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude.
But he got paid too.
Yeah, they've had a lot of confidence with a couple of rings and a check, huh?
Yeah, and then he was talking about, hey, when everybody wins, everybody gets paid. And the Lakers, it happened, and then it happened with OKC because, you got Chet Holmgren just got paid, and Jalen Williams just got paid. I think they're like $800 million if you throw in SGA, Chet, and Williams. It's like, I don't know, $700, $800 million with those salaries.